Alright, so I literally have like 10 minutes before I literally have like only like 10 minutes before I gotta go to work, so this is gonna be a really quick intro. This is how I did this look. This is totally free-handed. I just know I wanted to practice like a halo eye. I used, except for the eyebrow highlight, I used one palette, Jaclyn Morphe Ring the Alarm palette. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. To get my brows started, I outlined them with the LA Colors Browie Wowie eyebrow pencil, and it doesn't have a specific name, but it's brown. And then after I do my outline, I went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Duo brow powder in dark brown and a BH Cosmetics V10 brush. To really get in there, I went in with the NYX number 18 brush instead of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown, and I went in with like hair-like strokes on the places where the pencil couldn't get. Before I set my eyebrows, I used the e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush and some of the Maybelline Fit Me in 25 medium to outline both the top and the bottom of my brows. Once I have that all blended out, that's when I went in with the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara, and I blended in the concealer with the e.l.f. I think it's just the e.l.f. pink sponge. To prime my eyes, I'm going in with that same Maybelline Fit Me in 25 medium and blending out with that e.l.f. sponge. And then I'm just using my finger to tap out my creases before I apply the eyeshadow. So going in with the Beauty Accents blending eyeshadow brush and my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette using the shade Alert. I'm using that to stamp on the shadows and making sure to get all the way in. And then afterwards, I'm taking the shade Rush and I'm blending out the top of the eyeshadow. I know my eyes are small, so it looks like I'm just blending it out, but I use the lighter shade so that way that I know that my creases sometimes look a little bit harsh, so I was using an e.l.f. blending brush and I just kept going back and forth with windshield wiper motions. Going back in with the same Beauty Accents blending brush, I'm taking this pretty shade Siren, and it's a satin shade. It has a hint of glitter in it, but you couldn't even see it when I blended it out. So I did that on the outer third of my eye, in the inner corner of my eye as well. I did the outer and the inner only because I didn't want to dirty up the middle of my eye, and I just went back and forth and started blending the eyeshadow up towards the earlier shades we used. And to get even deeper into my crease, I used the Itsmyrayeraye BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. To cut my crease, I used the Maybelline Master Conceal in 20 Light, and I started it like a little bit above my crease than my eye actually creases, and I went out a little bit and just start blending the product down. After I made sure it was tacky, I went in with my finger and applied the shade Lollipop. And then to get even more precise at the top, I'm using this flat random Beauties Factory synthetic brush I have, and I keep applying it. And I did this to both eyes. Using one of the BH Cosmetics pink brushes, I'm using from the Itsmyrayeraye BH Cosmetics palette, I'm using the shade Moonlight to highlight the inner corners of my eye and my eyebrows, and going back in with what was left over of that Maybelline Master Conceal, using that same e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush. For primer, I used the Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Eraser, and I used Maybelline Master Camo Color Correcting Kit and using the medium peach shade to counteract the darkness underneath my eyes. I didn't realize it, but I used a lot of Maybelline on this look. So I went back, and I haven't used it in a long time, but it's the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in 310 Sun Beige. And I used that and applied it with the e.l.f. sponge. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit like pinky undertoned, as I've always knew that. That's why I don't use it that often. So I warmed it up using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in Caramel. And I used one of my Dupe oval brushes to move the product because a beauty blender would not move that product. So then going back in with the Maybelline Fit Me in 25 medium, the concealer, and using an Ulta eyeshadow brush, I'm blending it out, also using the e.l.f. sponge again, and I blended it out until it's tacky, and then going in with the Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder on that same sponge. I don't bake, it makes my face look ashy, especially on my grandma under eyes. So I set underneath my eyes, my T-zone, forehead, chin, and then going in with my LA Colors contour brush and some of the Itsmyrayeraye BH Cosmetics, their contour and mocha, and blended it out with one of their No. 2 brushes. Afterwards, I went in with the LA Colors, I think this is the volume mascara, and I used it on the bottom and a little bit on my top lashes as well. Using the Lorac Light Source Highlighter in Moonlight, I used my finger to apply it first and blended it out with the Itsmyrayeraye BH Cosmetics No. 2 brush. Then I set my face with the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray and went back in that Itsmyrayeraye BH Cosmetics palette and mixed Moonlight and Radiant on the No. 2 brush and put the leftover on my nose. I used the Eye Envy glue, and I really don't have any lashes right now, so this is like my struggle pair, but I believe that these are like the e.l.f. lashes. Alright, I really like the way that this turned out. About to be going to work, looking like I'm about to go somewhere other than work, but no, I'm going to work. But yeah, before you know it, I'll be back with another video.